So I'll just start by getting you guys to describe a little bit who the HARA are for people that have maybe not heard of you guys before.
The HARA are a trio of sexy young gentlemen, very talented boys, very, very hench. Each one of them have got a huge six pack, and we like to kiss in our spare time behind closed doors. And we also put on a pretty good show live. So I recommend coming to see us.
Nice. So the reason we're
Is that
here, oh, no, I was gonna say the reason we're here, your new album, The Fallout, is coming out on Friday. How are you guys feeling about it?
Ready for it. Absolutely. Yeah, buzzing. Uh, we've been working on it for a while and Reno released the bunch of singles from the album and just a few days away now and just ready for it, ready to get it out, give it to people, get it in their ears. Very excited.
So you have headed in a bit of like a heavier direction with this one. Was there a decision to do that, or was it just something that came about naturally?
a bit of both, probably. I think
Yeah.
we've been a band for 7 years now, and I think it has with each release. It's just kind of gone that way. I think the live show has always sort of predicated that, like, we always wanted to put on a big show, and I think the heavier music just kind of fell hand in hand with that. So I think, yeah, we were definitely wanting to really go that step further and go all out. So yeah.
Would you say the process in creating this album is any different to anything you've created before?
Yeah, I think so. I'd say that it was written in a really interesting time. So I guess that was a big difference, and the time that we gave ourselves to write it, whilst we were going through quite a big change in the band, uh, it was kind of like a perfect storm of different things, I think, which contributed to the writing and the creation of the album. So it was definitely different to anything we've done before, and I think as a result, you've got that authenticity and you've got that like unapologeticness on the album. It's quite high velocity and it's quite deep, I guess, as well. It shows the side of us, bears quite a big side of us, really. So yeah, it's different. It's different.
Yeah. What are some of like the themes in the songs on the album? I know there's like you touch upon like mental health and everything.
Yeah, I'd say like mental health is something that we care about pretty, within the band. It's a massive issue in today's society and always has been. And it's important to um, not shy away from that. We practice what we preach, and I think, lyrically, I'm sure Josh can touch on this, but yeah, we definitely, touch on some topics that surround that and surround ourselves and what we deal with as individuals and the band. So yeah, it's definitely something that's close to our hearts that we want to talk about. Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
preach, preach, brother.
Preach it, man. Yeah, preach it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So talking about singles that you guys have already released off of the album, one of my favorites, Violence, the
yeah.
feature with As December Falls, how did that come about?
Um, that was quite an easy process, actually. It was, when we wrote it, we always wanted that to be a feature song, and we signed to Mascot Records at the middle of last year, and we mentioned it to those guys, and we started brainstorming sort of potential people that would like on the track. And then at the time, we just got the tour with As December Falls, and it just kind of really lined up perfectly to ask Beth to give it a go, and she did. She was super up for it, and pretty much straight away she smashed the vocals, and it just worked really well with what we were looking for. So and then the fact obviously we were touring, we got the opportunity to do it live with Beth as well, which was incredible. So Hell yeah. And it's something we definitely want to do more in the future, collaborate with more artists.
Mhm. Is there any artists in particular that you guys would just love to work with?
So many, you know.
Mm,
I'd say the usual suspects pretty like we talk about how sick of Bring Me the Horizon feature would be, but then Limp Bizkit, Bad Omens, Falling in Reverse, Ice Nine Kills. But then we talk about how it would be crazy to do something totally left field and go with like somebody potentially not in our genre and mix it up, go for like Fred again or somebody or Skepta or something like that. That would be
mm.
insane. So we just yeah, anybody, whoever will take us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of going back to the album a bit. This is a bit of like a silly one, but if you were to sum up the album using an emoji, what emoji would you pick?
Whoa, it's a good question, It's a good question. Josh, what emoji would you pick?
We have been we've been using the cool little sword at the minute, haven't we, for a few stuff?
Yeah,
And I don't know why, but I think it's just emo and cool as fuck. So
Yeah.
I
yeah, that's
think
very true. Yeah, you can get like the warning. I guess that's pretty on brand. I guess like
yeah.
the nuclear kind of thing. So that's pretty. You could do that, or just go
Mm.
whole hog and go like something crazy. You know, like a crystal ball.
Aubergine.
I don't know. I was going to say aubergine, but I got the nose. Yeah.
So for playing shows, obviously you've just done like a lot of shows and then you've got some coming up. Is there any songs like off the album that you've really enjoyed playing or any that you're really looking forward to playing on this next run?
Yeah, definitely. I
Yes.
mean, all of it. Um, Songs that are out at the minute, I think one of my favorite songs that I really enjoy playing would be Violence. I think that's my favorite to play live at the minute. But then from the unreleased side stuff, I'm really looking forward to playing um, all of it. All of it. It's hard or bury me. I don't know. All of it. Literally all of it. I'm just
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, there's a song called Enemy that's on the album that we've not played yet, but I think that's a really good one for live, and I'm excited to open up the show with that song. So
Right.
yeah, it's cool.
So speaking of live shows, you guys have obviously played a lot, but is there anywhere that would be like a dream place to go, dream venue, something like that?
Mm. Always joke about
I'd
Australia.
love to do actually. Yeah, but you're from Scotland, right? I'd love to do the Barrowlands. We've never played there, and
Yeah.
that looks like a really fun venue.
It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. Those sort of iconic places like Alexander Palace, is it in London, and
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
there's Victoria Warehouse in Manchester. Those sort of like 2 to 3 thousand caps would be a bit amazing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you guys have come a long way from when you started out. So if you were to go back and meet your younger selves, what would you tell us the Hara as you're just starting out?
Hmm.
Prepare yourself, young boy. Oh, I just took a
Yeah.
picture of myself then.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
prepare for the journey. And hey, man, chill out, boy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Just like enjoy it,
Mm.
chill, and just keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing.
Some
So
groundbreaking advice right there.
Yeah, that's
like could have gone like really deep or not. I didn't know where you were gonna go with that.
yeah.
So going through your whole discography, if you had to delete one song from existence, what song would you get rid of?
Wow.
There'd be, not being mean to our younger selves, but there would be a few from the early years. But
Well,
But
there was one
also in a
song.
way, I'm kind of proud of the fact that go on, Zach.
No, I was just going to say, do you remember this on the second EP that we did? There was one song on there that was never actually meant to make it, um,
Mm,
but we had to because like we had X amount of songs on the EP on when we were with the label at the time that we had to, you know, uh, get. So we had to add one more on, and that's simplified. So I say, because I agree with what Josh is saying. I'm very proud of the back catalogue, but that song technically was never meant to make the discography at all. We just had to fill it because the label at the time who we were with were like, "You're putting it on, boys." So the tribute, the tribute.
mm.
And then kind of on the flip side of that, again, full discography, what are some of your favorite songs you've got?
There's a few actually on like some of the early EPs that we still do live. Two in particular, Animals and Friends. They've both sort of stood the test of time, and we still love those. Another one would be FYI. I think that's still an incredible song and the lyrics and stuff. And again, we still do that live a lot of the time. Until it
Yeah,
happens again, another banger. So yeah, there's definitely a few that is still up there.
yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Bangers.
Um, so I'm gonna do like a couple of like this or that kind of questions. So, would you rather play a set to a dead room, but it's songs you love, or full room, everyone's buzzing, but you hate the songs you're playing?
Mm. Well, that's a tricky one.
It's very good. It's very
That's,
good. That's a hard one. Um,
you know,
I'd feel like in retrospect, playing a room that absolutely is buzzing, but we hate the songs would be better because even though we hate the songs, we probably would have still had a good time. Whereas if we play songs we love to a dead audience, we'd feel really hurt, I think, because,
mm,
we're like, this is amazing and no one likes it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe that's the logic there, potentially.
yeah, yeah. I'd probably go. I'm gonna be controversial and say the opposite, just because. Um, Fuck them. Fuck 'em. Yeah, I, I'm gonna do it. If I can play like a set of John Mayer songs for like 2 hours, then I'll do that to the one person out there. I'll do it. I'll be sick.
Yeah. And then not music related, but would you rather be able to go back in time and change the past or see into the future?
Oh my god, see into the future, defo.
Mm.
I open my
Hmm.
third eye, be able to predict. I go straight to the bookies, place loads of bets, become a millionaire overnight. That's it. That's my goal. That's my plan.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then would you rather have to live without sleep or live without food?
Sleep. Yeah, I could. I don't think.
It's kind of a win-win, I guess, as long as you don't get tired. I mean, you just get more
Yeah.
hours alive, I guess.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
If we didn't have
I
to
think
sleep, that would be pretty cool. That would be cool. Do anything. Imagine how productive your day would be. That'd be insane. You do so much. What the hell?
no, I think I'd miss a nap though.
Mm. Good nap. Yeah, me too.
So that's about all the questions I have for you guys, to be honest. So I'll just wrap it up here. But is there anything you guys want to just add and talk about before we go?
Well, yeah, I guess, obviously new album is out this Friday, The Fallout. You can get it on vinyl, CD, download, stream everywhere. And then we have two shows this week, London and Manchester. And then we got a huge UK tour in February and March, coming all around the UK and Scotland. I think we're doing 3 dates in Scotland, actually. We're doing Dundee, Aberdeen, and Edinburgh. So come along, haraband.com/tour. Can't wait to see you there.
Yes,